Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another barneycast. Today I'm bringing you a 2v2 sent in by a fan. We have on the left side a Protoss and a Terran. Our blue Protoss player's name is Linfu. Our red Terran player's name is Cursidio. And they are playing against our teal Zerg Still and our purple Terran Krim. Now, I haven't played too many 2v2 ladder matches, so I don't know the name of this map, but in all honesty, I actually think this is a new map, or it's a 2v2v2 map because there's an extra expansion down here. Fairly accessible early expansions. Well, actually, there's an easy one inside the main base of the two. They do share a main base between the two of them, and there's a fairly accessible natural for the Protoss player right here, because this choke is kind of small. Destructible rocks are back here. Gotta watch out for any shenanigans there. Looks like both teams are gonna wall in. Krim gonna wall in by himself because he's the only one capable of it on the right team. Now, while this game is getting underway, I'd just like to say I went to MLG Anaheim, which was really fun. I hope you guys went to and did watch online. Very interesting games. I did get to meet guys like Boxer, TLO, White Raw. Very cool, very fun. I highly suggest you guys go to any events near your area because they're always fun. It looks like Krim is going to scout this bottom side. Maybe it's possible to be put here. I actually don't think so, though. That'd be a weird place to spawn. Still's going to drop down his spawning pool. No hatch yet. No fast expand for either player or for any of the players. It looks like Cursidio is just going to put a supply depot right here just to watch out for it. Still does have a drone still in the base. And it looks like Still's going to go for his expo. He did get spawning pool first, though, so I think that was a 15 pool, 15 hatch-ish kind of build. And it looks like both teams get in a clean scout. Krim is getting his gas. So is Cursidio. We might be seeing some kind of factory build. Actually, Cursidio doesn't even have any buildings yet. Oh, he's going to go ahead and wall in this side because his teammate walled in this side. Actually, very nice teamwork by Cursidio and Linfu because this place is completely walled in, and Cursidio could just let his teammate out as long as he gives them control. Looks like we're going to go, probably going to be a 4-gate from Linfu. 2 gates up going right now. Factory coming out for Krim. Might be seeing a factory for... No, another barracks for Cursidio. Actually, this is kind of a bad decision, especially since he went 3 racks right here. If you're going to go for gas, might as well use it. Look at, he's stacking gas right now. There's no need to get gas if you're not going to use it at all. And it looks like Still's drone is going to go ahead and die. Destructible rocks are still up for both teams. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and just macro up, I guess. None of the teams going to do anything too crazy. Still's expo did just go up, and Still is getting both of his gases. Might be getting a lair soon. Doesn't even have speed yet. Yeah, he just went fast lair. I expect he's just going to go ahead and drone up this base too. Income tab shows pretty even. Linfu actually has a huge lead right now, so we'll see what happens. And it looks like Linfu is going to go for the 3-gate blink stalker, and it looks like Cursidio is just going to go Marauders? Interesting. Another barracks coming down for Cursidio. Maybe he's just getting these tech labs to get those upgrades faster. No, actually, he's getting Marauders. And I say that's interesting because against Zerg, usually you want to get Marines, but I guess if you're playing it against a Terran too, I guess he's just kind of worried. It looks like Krim's going to go ahead and get siege tech and siege tanks. No expo for Krim yet, or for Linfu or Cursidio. Actually, I don't know why they wouldn't be getting an expo. It's pretty easy. I expect Cursidio to get it fairly soon. We should be seeing a factory come out of Cursidio too, just because he wants those medevacs, as many medevacs as possible. And it looks like more upgrades coming up. No shield. Gonna go for that concussive shell first. And now it's gonna be a 4-gate for Linfu. Meanwhile, Still is just going ahead and getting that drone count up. But he did drop a Spire somewhere. There it is. Weird positioning for the Spire. But I guess this is going to be a weird build. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if these guys are teammates or if even this side is teammates. I want to say the Linfu and Cresidio are actually teammates just because of this little play right here. That's pretty smart. And then he went to transition and to block this off. But I don't know if Krim and Still are teammates. Still is actually playing kind of weird right now. Just going to go for those fast Mutalisks, I guess. And income right now, 35 Harvesters, 4 Still. Krim's got 28, and it looks like the left team has not as many. But wow, look at their army right now. Army count is heavily in favor of the red and blue team. Team America is going to go ahead and dominate. Oh, but yeah, Krim does have these siege tanks out. Going to be able to see out here, and is probably just going to thwart his opponents off. And it looks like Lings are going to go out to scout 4 Still. A little late on the scouting, I guess, but whatever. And it looks like actually this Overlord's going to be able to see it. And Overlord does go down. Krim's going to go ahead and siege his next tank. And, ooh, got to back out. Come on, Team America. And it looks like they're probably just going to back off right now. Very actually smart play by Krim, knowing that his teammate wasn't going to do too much. Whoa, fast Broodlords. Interesting. And I only say that because he did get that. He did get the infestation pit right after, and he's getting corruptors. I gotta say, this could be an interesting 2v2 game plan. And it looks like Krim's gonna go ahead and get ready to take his expo, but there are destructible rocks right there. And what are you doing? Oh, Linfu does get in. Very nice play by Linfu, and he's gonna go ahead and take out 3 tanks right now. Gonna do a lot of drone damage, and it looks like Cresidio's just going to move in while his opponent did unsiege. Very smart play by these players. Team America doing a lot of work right now. Still does have these. Actually, Linfu did back out, but now Cresidio's working down the rocks. Should stim in, do a lot of damage right now. Try to get a scout on his opponent as well. But nice play by Krim. He is getting his siege tanks in position. Just going to thwart as much of this attack as possible. But it looks like Krim's production abilities are going to go down by a lot. And Broodlords are going to be kind of far away right now. This is what's wrong with team matches. If you can't protect yourself, you're going to go down hard. And it looks like Krim's going to lose all of his production abilities. Still needs to do fungal. Very nice fungals. Going to lose all those marines. And now need to take care of these units right here. Linfu needs to... Oh! Blinked in. Going to actually lose these units, though, because this tank can still shoot him. Wow, I don't know what... Bad control by Linfu. And still is going to go ahead and save... Wow. Interesting play right there. Broodlords are almost going to be on the way soon. Zerglings don't have speed still. Come on. A lot of minerals saved up for our Zerg player still, but I don't know. And it looks like Linfu is just finally going to get his expo. Stacking up those probes. We really need an expo from Cresidio. There it is. It's going to go down. And I think Krim just tried to land on these rocks, but just learned that he can't. Gonna need to destroy those before he's able to take it. And looks like a lot more racks coming up for Krim. Interesting decision. Siege tank, Marine probably. With Broodlord backing, gonna be fairly strong. There is no anti-air for these players over here. Team America, I feel, is gonna fall into some hard times. No Starport even up. Come on, guys. And it looks like Krim's going to lose this. Oh, very nice save. Look at all those SCVs, hero SCVs. And Broodlords are out right now. 3 so far. Army count is now pretty even. Our teal player still is bringing it up. And it looks like the rocks are going to go down. And should be seeing a lot of... actually, I'd like to see another Expo from Krim. He's in a pretty good position right now. Just going to get Mass Marine. I kind of don't like that. I don't even know if he has a stim upgrade or any of the combat shields. No, he does not. No upgrades from any of these players, actually, I don't think. No upgrades. Come on, guys. No upgrades on the Marauders. No upgrades on the Marines. Weak sauce. No upgrades on the Stalkers. Looks like Immortals incoming from Linfu. If you guys haven't don't know the exact macro, I don't think you could do this all on one base, like 5 gate or 6 gate and 2 robos is kind of hard. I don't even know if you can do that off of 2 bases. But we'll see what happens. Pretty interesting. And Crucidio's not macroing that well either. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what league this is, guys. Sorry. Crim actually doing a nice job. Gonna get more tanks out, more Marines. Needs to get those upgrades, though. Stim pack is very strong, as well as those combat shields. And still really needs to get that. Yeah, there we go. Metabolic boost on the way. And sorry about that, I just got a phone call. And it looks like these guys, our right team is going to decide to move out pretty soon. Still should be making more broodlords. He has the mineral capacity and the gas. Oh, actually, he just wasted a lot of gas. Should actually get a lot more Marines too, or Zerglings. And still needs another base, actually. I would harbor to say this is a lower level game, but both teams are doing okay. Resources right now. 2 players doing pretty bad on their macro. Income tab. 29 harvester still for Crucidio. But he does have those the combat shield. Does have stim. Would like to see some engineering bay upgrades. And it looks like mutas are on the way. Thor is out on the way for Crucidio, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do with it. And it looks like he's just going to go ahead and try to take this out. Try to move in. Never go out on your own like this. This is actually a really bad decision by Crucidio. And it looks like Linfu's just going to go ahead and sit back in his base. And honestly, I don't want to criticize these guys because I think they're kind of a lower level. But if you're lower level, I don't think you want to use a Blink Stalker build. And it looks like still is going to go inside the base. Going to get us around on all these units. Zergling speed did finish, and all these units right here are going to be wiped out. Meanwhile, Crucidio in the main base of Still is going to be able to do a lot of damage. But so many units right here for our right team. And it looks like Still's going to get inside the base. Broodlords are doing a lot of damage right now. But oh no, Still, you can't just leave your Broodlords out here on their own. Need to bring some Zerglings back to defend them. Oh, but mass Zergling by Still is going to do a lot of damage. Army size now is pretty even. But again, Crucidio's army's all the way over here doing work on nothing. And Linfu's just going to have to watch it. Mass Marine doing a lot of damage as well as these siege tanks. Nice fungals keeping these units in place. All the Broodlords did go down, but it looks like all the units for Linfu are gone. Nice siege tanks. Need to start moving up these siege tanks though. A lot of them aren't doing damage, and there we go. They start moving up, and it looks like Crim's actually going to back up with some of these units right here. And it looks like Crucidio's just going to try to do damage on the production facilities, but he's got a whole army in his base. I don't know. Oh, and Crim does decide to pull back. I think if they base trade right there, I think Crim's team would have done pretty well. Actually, yeah, they're still doing pretty well. This Thor might be able to do some more damage. It looks like Linfu needs to warp in more units. I don't know why he isn't. Thor is doing a lot of damage. Needs to repair it. No repair. And these players over here are doing really bad on their macro right now. Crucidio using all of his APM right now to get these units working. And it looks like warp in from Linfu going to be able to hold this off, but again, kind of in a bad position. Don't even have charge. I don't know. Pretty even from both teams right there. A lot of production capability did go down. Ooh, Crucidio actually doing a lot of damage now too. And actually, Crucidio's little force right here is pretty strong. Need to get some siege tanks. Where are all the siege tanks? I think all the. Oh, there we go. 2 right here. Need to hold this army in this position. Can't let them get back out. And I think they should be able to contain it. Need more Zerglings from Still. There they are. No Queen here for Still, so he can't actually produce that many units. And he doesn't even have his hatchery back there. So macro from the right team is slipping pretty hard, because their production buildings were just destroyed. So I don't know. And it should be able to hold off. No! Crucidio! Yeah, did hold it off. But what I was trying to say earlier is Blink Stalkers are actually really hard to use if your micro isn't that great. And in the lower kind of brackets, you want to just focus on your macro more, because look at this. 3,000 minerals, 4,000 minerals. Linfu did just waste a lot of his resources, or spend a lot of his resources getting units, so that's pretty good. But at this time, 20 minutes into the game, we should be seeing 3rd and 4th bases from these players. Still did get another base. needs to rally his drones over onto this mineral patch. Should retake his main as well. And if he doesn't do it pretty soon, the spawning pool is just going to go ahead and die. It looks like Crim's going to go ahead and take another base. That might be his main, really. And, wow, a lot of SCVs harvesting these minerals. Going to have a lot of saved up energy right here. And it looks like Crucidio's just thinking about moving out as well. I don't know where he's going to get his extra base from. Might lift that off. Might just make a new one. I don't know. And actually, Crucidio needs to rebuild his structures. Oh, he does have some over here. Nice. Going to get his units back up and running. And it looks like Linfu's just going to go ahead and destroy this base. Oh, Crim! Lift off! And a lot of units going to go down for Crim right here. All these SCVs. Wow, so many SCVs dying. Income tab shows down to 19, down to 18. And this base is going to be taken out. Another Spire on the way for still. Not mining this gas. Not even saturated in the main. And it looks like our friend Crim might be going for the mass. He can't even get out. He needs to raise a couple of these barracks to get out of his base. A lot of stalkers from Linfu. Should be seeing more. There they are. Needs to keep up with his macro, though. His macro is slipping again. And Linfu needs to keep on producing units, as well as Crusadio. Actually, nice Thor. I think that's one of the new models. I haven't actually played too much Terran recently, but I think the models for Thor's did change in a couple patches ago. And it looks like Crim's gonna lose a lot of right here. Should target production buildings. Oh, but a lot of Zerglings moving in. Linfu just gonna blink out. And I don't know. This army is pretty decent from our right team, but our left team has a pretty good team units as well. Still no upgrades. Still no upgrade. Oh, +1 attack. Very nice. And charges on the way. Very nice. We should be seeing another base from our Team America. Should break down these rocks. Get another base. Go ahead and do it. You guys are ahead, I believe. Yeah, 8,000 combined army compared to 3 or 5,000-ish. And no spawning pool! Spawning pool does go down. Still will not be able to make any more Zerglings. I don't think he ever had that intention, though, because he just wants to get those Broodlords up. Oh, another infestation pit. Gonna try to go back for those Broodlords. And pretty strong army from Crusadio right here. Gonna be able to do a lot of damage. And I think this is gonna be a two-pronged attack. Crusadio's gonna attack at the top, forcing his opponent to move up. And then Linfu, I think, is just gonna go ahead and move out. We should see fairly soon. There we go. Crusadio's moving in. It's gonna scan, not see anything too bad. A lot of Vikings here, unnecessary, and oh, look at Zerglings on the move, and nice two-pronged attack. Gonna blink in and take out a lot of these tanks. Ooh, but Mass Marine doing a lot of damage. You gotta stim these Marines, though. Ooh, Crim does not have stim, though. Oh, he still doesn't even have combat shield. And blink again, very nice. Blink on top of the siege tanks, can't do a lot of damage. Crim GG, or no GG, but he does leave the game, and still does leave the game as well. Team America does win. Very nice job. Although I would say both of these teams really do need to work on their macro. And Crim didn't even get the stim or the combat shield. Alright, and that's it for this game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any games you want me to cast, please send them in at barneycast@gmail.com. Thanks.